Well, hello everybody. Yes, I am back in the United States. I'm here in Tennessee. Very happy to be back home to my home country, but not happy to come back to this cold weather. It actually snowed here in Nashville today. So I'm at my house sit and I'm in the bedroom and it's nice and cozy in here and that's where I plan to stay. Um, when I came back to the States, I went to get my car. It was on flat. My front tire was flat. So, um, fortunately, some people drove up to the place and I asked them if they would help me. And the guy was like, because I couldn't even use my phone, I couldn't get internet service. It was just jacked up. I was like in need for real. I couldn't call for help, couldn't call insurance company, couldn't use phone, and no one was around. And so the man, he pulled up, and there were three other men in the car with him. He was like, I have to go to work, I have to go to work. So I was like, if just let me use your phone, and I call for them to come and, fix my tire. So he let me use his phone, but he decided to go ahead and change the tire for me. And I really appreciate that. So I told him, I said, please let me give you some money. Because he had already told me three times, he's like, I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work. And even though he and the three men who were with him had to get to work, out of the kindness of his heart, he took the time out to stop and help me. And he took that tire off my car and he put that spare tire on so that I can get on the road and be about my business. So thank you to that man. And also he had gave me his phone so I could try to reach somebody and I had put it in my pocket. And so he drove off and I had forgot that I still had his phone. Fortunately, I had not left the property yet. I was still sitting there because I was still trying to, you know, use my phone. I need the Google Maps to get around. So fortunately, I had not left, and he had pulled back up. He said, "Oh, I forgot my phone," and so I was able to give him his phone. So I'm just so happy that he was not inconvenienced, as a result of helping me, because I could have easily driven off, had left by the time he realized he had his phone. He didn't have his phone, and then it would have had to been some other scenario of us trying to meet up, all that kind of stuff. So that worked out really well. So thank you, sir, for just caring enough to stop and help me in my time of need. Because I down on show didn't know how to change no tire. And I had all my suitcases and stuff in there. We had to take all that out, so that he at least still get to the tire. And so then I, had to search and see, where to buy my new. So I decided to go ahead and buy two new tires because I knew my two front tires, they were going to need to be changed anyway. So I look at it as really a positive event because I could have been on the road driving, you know, and the tire gave out. So I knew it was approaching time. So to me, I see it as a positive event. So now I don't have to worry about being on the road driving and the tires give out because now I have brand new tires on my car. Okay. So I chose to see this event as something positive and as far as preventing a situation that could have been more serious, more dangerous, more costly. Okay. Um, so I went ahead and got that. I went to the place. So I got that done. And like my phone, turns out, I didn't have a something turned on in my phone, and so that kept me from using the 4G data, which is what it needed. I thought it was picking up. It was saying connected. But anyway, I went to the store, and so they fixed it, and so now that works fine. So that's fixed. And then I came back, and I took a nap. I just got on the bed, and I crashed and woke up, and it had snowed. I was like, oh my God. So I was so happy. I went and took care of my car and my phone today. So I don't have to go out tomorrow. I can pretty much stay in the house. I have no plans to go anywhere. But one thing for certain, note to myself, avoid returning to the United States when it is cold, unless I'm coming back to a state where it is hot. But, I had on summer clothes, flip-flops, summer dress. Y'all saw me. And what tipped me off is when I went to Korea on the way back to the United States. It was cold there, and I had on flip-flops and stuff, and it was snow on the ground. I said, oh, Lord. So, I bought a hat and gloves. Thank God I did that in Korea, because when I got here to Nashville, I got picked up from the airport by a person I'm house sitting for, and they took me and dropped me off to get my car, and then left, because at the time neither I nor they saw that I had a flat tire. I hadn't checked. I'm assuming everything fine, And so fortunately, since wait a minute, no, I bought my hat and my gloves in Ecuador because it had gotten cold there. Thank God I had that on me, because my little fingers, you know, probably would have been frozen and fell off while I was out there this morning dealing with that car. I mean, it was cold. And I went through my suitcases. I said, yeah, I got these gloves, and I hadn't put that on. That saved me, because I was not prepared. I had changed. I stayed in the hotel the night before. I changed. I had put on my blue jeans. I had my coat and all that stuff. So I had gotten out of the summer clothes. But it was cold, really cold here. And I needed hat and gloves. So fortunately, I had those, and I put those on, and that saved me. Otherwise, that could have been a big problem with my fingers and stuff. Um. So yeah. Um. Things are fine. I have 6 cats here and 2 dogs. So I'll be taking care of them, and feel blessed, and just, want God to guide me daily so that I do His will, and complete the things that I came here to learn. But yes, no more returning to the United States into a cold state. That's not fun at all. I'll wait until it gets warmer, or know to plan differently, and then I'll return to a state where it's warm. I don't remember if I talked about it, but I know I posted it. But I also plan to reduce all my excess weight before I leave the country again. So I'll be starting that tomorrow. So there'll be much less baggage I'll be taking with me outside of the country going forward. I plan to get rid of all of it. So that'll be done with, finally. And yeah. So that's where I am now. So I hope you all have a blessed evening. I'm so happy to be back in my home country, where I can read the signs and know what they mean. All right, take care.